another indie company. I only have two products, but they did send me a free sample that I will swatch for you guys. This is MBA Cosmetics. I did lip sticks samples from them. You know, I've already done that video. This time I got pressed glitter because everybody's posting now on Instagram about, maybe not everybody, but about glitter injections and their pressed glitter, and they're really expensive and they take forever to restock and this and that. So I actually was interested if anybody else was making this because it really seems like it's just glitter that's like mixed with like aloe and some other things to give it a base and then pressed. So I wanted to show you, and I did find that MBA has some. They don't have a whole lot, but they do have a few, and they're really good, and I might get more eventually down the road. They are $6 a piece, which is, I believe, still significantly cheaper than glitter injections, but it's the same concept, and it's like the same glitter payoff instead of color payoff, glitter payoff. And they did send me a free sample. I've noticed that a couple companies lately that I've ordered from have not sent me free samples. A lot of them do, but I'm noticing that like Crush Cosmetics did not, Sigil Cosmetic did not, Concrete Minerals did, MBA always does, but there's been a few. I can't think of any more off the top of my head, but there's been a few. If you watch any of these videos, you'll see I won't mention a free sample because they haven't been sending them. Oh, let me do shipping. Shipping from me was $4.25. So this was $16.25, which is kind of crazy for two glitters. If I would have had more money, I probably would have bought more of these. So I had to pick between the two that I was going to use the most. So the first one I got is called Peacock, and it is like a really gorgeous green color, and it's got some glitters in there that are scattered. Actually, this green glitter shifts blue, and I don't know if I can pick up on it, but when you tip it, it has a slight blue. There you go. You see that blue shift in it? So it's kind of duochromy, but it's really like slight. And I'm going to show you the other one real quick, and then I'll swatch both of them. These are like really glittery. You do not absolutely need a base for these, but I would recommend a sticky base anyways, like a glitter adhesive, because I did put them on my hand the other day, and then I accidentally wiped my hand against my pants, and it came off. But it took wiping off on fabric to come off. It doesn't just like fall off. But if you're looking for, if you're gonna wear these all day or all night, you do want to add a little something extra to them. Now, I don't know how that compares with glitter injections. I don't know. They say with theirs that you don't need anything else, but I would always recommend that. I don't care if you're using a pressed glitter that has a little stickiness to it or not. You should probably always use a glitter adhesive just to be on the safe side. Otherwise, who knows what kind of mess you're going to end up with. Okay, so Peacock, we're going to swatch this. And it just feels like I'm rubbing my hand against glitter, just straight up like in a jar of glitter. It's rough like sandpaper. It does knock some chunks loose, but I'm gonna rub this a little bit. So a little bit is left behind on my finger. I'm gonna wipe that off, and that is Peacock. And let me wrap. I moved them. Of course, I moved them. Hang on. I'm not gonna be able to find them. I had the Wet n Wild little glitter pans that I was gonna show them to you, but I moved them from right out of my reach. This is a lot more full coverage. I mean, it is just straight up. There is no pigment in this, so all that green that you're seeing, even if you're not seeing it sparkle, that is just straight up glitter. So and I will be keeping them in my little Sephora mini Z palette because they are just straight regular pans that are magnetic and stick in there. And I do plan on getting more eventually, so this will be a glitter palette. But yeah, I mean, it's sticking on my hand. Now, if I go to rub this with a cloth, it will kind of rub off. So this purple right here is a beautiful violet, but it has holographic glitter in it too, which I didn't realize that on the website, but I'm really happy that it does because I really do love some holographic glitter. And there really isn't a whole lot of fallout with this. which is really nice. But again, I do urge you to use a glitter adhesive. Look at that. Look at the color payoff on that. With the glitter from Wet n Wild, Wet n Wild does have one of the better glitter gel pans. I'm not going to call it pressed glitter because that stuff's like in a gel, and this is like almost like a straight up. You don't see any gel in between there. You just see glitter in a pan, almost like you're scared to tip it over because it's going to fall out. But it doesn't because it's pressed in there. It does have binding agents in it. What they are, I'm not sure. I believe aloe is one of them. Most of them are using that. But you can check on the website, which I will link below as always. But the Wet n Wild ones are better because they're not just that overspray of glitter on a gel. There's a lot of them, like back in the day, it's just a straight overspray. So you had one shot to use it and that was it. And then after that, it was just no good. It was a throwaway product. The Wet n Wild one is glitter all the way through, but it's really scattered glitter and you really got to pack it on. It never dries, so it like rubs off, it gets greasy. This doesn't need to dry. It's not sticky, but it's not really going anywhere either. And it's like full coverage glitter. You can use it with a brush. I will show you, I was swatching from the last video, so this is what I've been wiping my brush off on, so I know it looks kind of gross, but it's literally just now, just got a little bit of water on it, and just from these videos tonight, just cleaning off my brushes from swatches. I'm going to take this and just wipe off, that was one quick little, barely pressing down wipe, and it did just kind of take everything right off, almost everything right off. It didn't leave residue behind, though. There's not like glitter left behind, so it cleans up pretty easily without scattering glitter everywhere. So that is nice. But again, sticky base it. Use this a glitter adhesive if you do want it to stay for any period of time. Because the first time something happens, and I wouldn't suggest putting these in your crease because I do feel like they would crease up a little bit because just by rubbing them off, they just rub off, you know, with one little white swipe. So they're not a bad product by any means. I feel like this is the less messy way to use the glitter on your eyes. And I really would like some of their silver. They have ones that are really cool. Glitter Injections does not have. They have like 3 colors in a pan and they're kind of like mixed together. Kind of like, the Stila colors, the all-in-one 3 colors like swirled around like that. That's kind of how they have it. You know, 3 different colors and they are kind of like that. So I kind of want, and they've got some cool ones like teals and golds and then silvers and purples and stuff. So I kind of want to get one of those. Let me show you the sample they gave me real quick. It is Sphinx. It is approved for eyes and lips. It's just a white with a green shimmer. It's pretty basic. I have like the same thing from TKV Trading that I use to make my own highlighters and add to lip glosses and shadows and stuff when I make my own shadows. Actually, this one has some pink in it too. It's got a little bit of pink in there. But there you go. So it's pretty basic. Use it as an inner corner highlight. Put it on top of a shadow to give it a green shift. If you use like a black base and just put this on there, it'll look so pretty. Or I might just add this into the one that I have that's pretty much the same. I'm noticing like companies that are making these, I think they're pretty much just repackaging like the ones that come in big packages. I don't really think there's any way to really make these like that. I think they pretty much just repackage it and give it a name. Whatever. This is MBA. I was gonna say MBA does that. This is MBA. They do that. I've heard that they do that. Fine, whatever. I don't really care. I've got this already, so I will probably just toss it up in that bucket up there that I use to mix my own pigments and make them, and I will just use it that way. And then if I want to use it as an inner corner highlight, I will. But I did like the pressed glitter, and there aren't very many pressed glitters in pans like this on Etsy. So this is one of the companies. Otherwise, you do have to go to Glitter Injections. And I might eventually get some from Glitter Injections, but I'm going to try to get as many as I can from MBA. They're cheaper. The shipping's better. Just feels like an all-around better company than Glitter Injections. I'm not getting a good vibe from that company when I visit the websites and stuff, and I just, I don't know, I don't really get a good vibe from that company. I don't know why. I've seen some stuff on Instagram and whatnot, so I don't know. If I can do one of these other companies, I'm gonna, just stick with them. But I will link them down below, and I will see you guys later.